figure we
it
don't
all
start before we set up
I'm
an
not.
agenda.
Yes, I'm not hearing you. I'm here to say what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna be smart, good-looking guy with a plan for the future.
So what we want to do, I guess. So me, Igor, and my friend Stas, we used to live in different countries. Stas was in Georgia. Yeah, yeah. I lived in Belarus, and we did some kind of speaking clubs every week. We agreed on weekly meetings with each other where we can just speak in English for an hour and discuss all stuff and just ask each other how are you doing, some kind of this. And my dream and my thought about this that we can do it in front of camera, for example, right now, and every week. I really hope that we can do that every week. Discuss, for example, it can be our topic, our previous week, for example. It can be connected to the English, for example, what you do on weekly basis with your English. What you watch, what you learn, what your conversation in English on this week, for example. Or we can again discuss all this stuff, how I am doing, how are you doing this week, for example. Yeah. What are you thinking about it?
I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I'm thinking about it. It's cool. Stuff amazing. Sorry. Sorry for my unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah. So let's begin.
Yeah. I watched Клан Сопрано this week.
Слышь, тебе пора серьезно задуматься о питании салатами. О чем ты? О чем я? Отвали от машины, пока не перевернул жиробас ебаный.
And I try to do it in English with Russian subtitles, and sometimes I learned new words, and one of them, for example, was unfucking believable. Unfucking believable, and it was translated into Russian. Невероятно. But it's not the same word, and that's exactly why.
Yeah, it's authentic in English word.
Yeah. So how are you doing, Stas?
I'm doing great. Doing my day from the beginning. Well, actually, thanks to my morning routine, I really feel great. But in the evening, I feel like a little bit like I need a little nap to
In the evening?
In the evening, yeah, because of the sunset. Sun goes down. That is why I want to sleep a little bit, but it's just maybe I do some routine as well to overcome some.
Do you sleep in the evening?
Sometimes when I feel totally exhausted, but sometimes I feel like I don't have time for this, or I have to do some stuff. Related to my job or some stuff that need to be done at home. So there is no time to get a nap or meditate a little bit.
It's interesting because after lunch, I guess, after eating in the afternoon, it's lunch in English? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah. So I want to sleep after lunch, usually. And I understand that I have to. So because if I don't do this, I want to sleep in the evening. But in the evening, it's dangerous to sleep because you can sleep more than an hour, for example, and after that you can't sleep at the night. You can't sleep at the right time. So I'm still figuring out about this. So I don't know what to do with this. So
okay. So maybe there are some. I think that. Do you have some colleagues that want to have a nap as well?
I guess everyone wants to sleep after the lunch. So your
Not
decision
really.
is to not sleep at all.
Yeah, because it's because I really feel bad at night. I mean, I cannot sleep well. I feel like every time I go to sleep, I have to wait till I want to sleep more time, till I fall asleep, or even when I don't have so much time to. When I don't sleep well, actually I get up better. Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
How to say? Maybe in the morning I wake up a little bit earlier that I plan to wake up. So that is why I don't. I'm trying. At least I'm trying not to sleep in the evening or in the
Afternoon.
yeah, in the afternoon. Yeah.
And it sounds great if you can wake up earlier than your alarm.
Yeah.
Because usually people have some troubles with even hearing their alarm and wake up with alarm. Yeah.
So it's actually it's not that great because I don't have so much deep sleep. Actually, because there are several phases during the night of deep sleep, so you feel like you have when you have enough time to sleep, you feel relaxed. You wake up really in a good mood, so it's your
And I
time
thought
to
you
wake up.
want to say,
But
I don't have a lot of things to do to wake, and it's not. It doesn't matter. There is no sense to wake up
early.
yeah.
There is no rush. So come on, just relax. Move your alarm a little further, an hour. So yeah, but actually, discipline is the most valuable thing. So kind of to wake up. Yeah,
came
yeah.
into the podcast.
Yes. So it's you. So. Sleeping in the afternoon is not the best thing to do for me. Yeah. So, what do you think about when you like feel? Do you feel desire to sleep right after the lunch? I mean,
some kind of. For me, it works. Even exactly in the afternoon. In the evening, not. In the evening, it's bad for me. After I guess 6 p.m. You shouldn't sleep. So, but in the afternoon for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it's maximum. It's good for me, and it sounds like you can reload yourself after to the second part of the day. So first part of the day usually for me amazing because I have as well morning routine, healthy breakfast. I have a lot of things to do. In the first part of the day, usually I have, for example, training in the swimming pool. I can go to the office, but after, for example, at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. I have lunch, and usually I don't have so much plans for my evening. And my second part of the day usually it's a mess. It's anarchy. It's so. And especially if I want to sleep, I'm lazy. I'm lazy in the second part of the day. So for me, it's great to have a nap. It's this. It's called power naps. You can do power naps. Sometimes
short
nap. Yeah.
How much time?
Even from 10 up to 20 minutes, some kind of this. So for me, 20 minutes it works, and. In this case, I feel great, yeah, and and usually I do this for about 3 or 4 p.m. So, for example, I have lunch at 2 p.m. and 3 or 4 p.m. for example, or maybe 5 p.m. at maximum. I have a nap for 20 minutes, and it's okay. And after that, I have a good kind of deals in the evening. So a lot of time, 5, 6, 7 hours in the evening before the sleep. And in this case, I can sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
So and do you have a better night sleep when you have a nap, or does it have some kind of influence on your night sleep when you have a nap and when you don't have a nap?
I didn't think about this in that. How to say? I didn't look at this in that way. So I guess it will be interesting to see, to look at this, because to see the difference between.
I totally understand, because in my daily practice, I have noticed that when I have a nap in the evening, for example, after 6 p.m., I feel like sorry for myself. What the heck? Why? I mean, I feel sorry not right after the nap. It was okay, but in the night when I try to fall asleep.
And how many times usually? How many minutes? How many?
It could be short nap for 20 or 30 minutes.
I'm asking that because in that case, even it will be in the 8 p.m. If it's about 20 minutes, I guess it's okay. So usually I have some problems with this when I sleep for about 1 hour or 2 hours. So when I want to sleep and I don't set up an alarm, for example, 20 minutes timer for 20 minutes, and I just sleep, and I fall asleep, for example, at 7 p.m. and wake up at 9 p.m. And so I fell asleep for about 2 hours, and it's really dangerous. And after that, you can fall asleep till 3 a.m. 2-3 a.m. to the middle of the night, and it's dangerous, but if you're talking about short nap, it's okay for me.
Cool.
Some problems I didn't see difference between exactly quality of the sleep. I did see the difference between fall asleep. So if rather it be at 11 p.m. or 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So when you want to say something in English and there are lots of time or daily a lot of words that you don't know.
It's okay, take your time.
Yes.
There is no rush. Here is only us.
I had for about 100 meetings with USA and Europe client, but I still didn't learn AM and PM automatically. So I need the time to AM after 12 PM.
It's easier when you have your phone clock and MacBook phone clocks in PM and AM.
Do you have?
So, yeah, I have.
Because my phone and MacBook in English, but time zone in 24 hours. How to say this thing?
24-hour format.
Format, yeah.
So
it sounds good.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, to switch it into 12 hours format, AM PM format.
Yeah. It's total nonsense when you have to figure out what time is that when it's 0 a.m. or 12 p.m.
Yeah.
It's a mind-blowing thing. Actually, I Google it every time.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
sometimes I need to set up a call from 11:30 a.m. and it will be till 12:30 p.m.
p.m. or
no
20
00:30 p.m.
So
No.
a.m. is 9
line.
in 12:30. Yeah, so it will be.
We're talking about day.
From
Morning. Yeah.
Mhm.
Another
Okay.
question. When
is morning? Who said it's morning?
Yeah. 12. It's morning or day.
Yeah.
If you're working in IT, 2 p.m. It's still morning.
Yeah. So.
For my developers, it's
Well,
morning.
Sorry. Sometimes these things happen.
Yeah.
So I guess actually I use Reddit to ask such questions. When you Google it in English,
Google,
yeah,
ChatGPT.
it will ask you. It will refer you to Reddit or Quora, English-based kind of platforms. So they say that 12 is actually what it was. It's 12 a.m. for example, from 11:30 a.m. till 12 a.m. too. But when it will be 1 minute or 1 second,
Yeah.
it will be 0:00 1 minute p.m.
Yeah.
It's
0
1
and 30 minutes p.m.
Yeah.
00.
Yeah.
So
It's weird.
yeah.
It's so I don't know how they
Half
work.
hour 1 p.m. I guess you can say. How
Do you want to say?
How I want to say 00 30 minutes p.m.
You can say.
You can say half past hour before 1 p.m.
I would say it's fuck.
Unbelievable. Yeah. And I know, for example, and it's
I think that
blow
I
my
will
mind
Google
because
it.
you have to live in it. You have, for example, different developers in different countries, different clients in different countries, but you're still in country where this format, 24 hours format. So, for example, with my psychologist, I need to set up time in our format, 15, just 15, for example. Yeah, how to say in English our format
They
of the
don't say-
time. Oh,
I've never heard of it.
really?
15.
So
So-
I didn't use our format in English
Yeah.
because in English only 12-hour.
So
format,
yeah, they have
English
12
speaking,
12
in English
hour
speaking
format.
world there is no. Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't
So
think
actually,
about
I
it.
would say that you ask a question: how much time will it be when it will be 1:30 in the
Yeah.
never mind, in the evening or in the night, or in the afternoon or in the night. So it will be, I think, 12:30 when you say. Actually, so I was wrong.
At 12:30 in the
It
day,
sounds-
in the night.
It won't be
12:30
12:30
a.m. or 12:30 p.m. Yeah.
p.m. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
till 1 a.m. It will be 12:30, 12:45, because it's actually sounds better. Kind of
Yes,
more
but you can you can see, for
natural.
example, if you have a clock in your machine or in your house, you can see actually zeros, 00 and 30. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because there are these numbers.
but you have to recalculate on the fly.
Yes.
I'm a machine. I'm a robot.
Yeah, but for me,
I will
it's
translate these
discovery of
formats.
our conversation right now that I didn't use our format of the time when I speak in English.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Totally. So it's really annoying.
if I am a client and someone from the Europe and USA want to set up me a call, I can say him, what the fuck? In my country, it's 15.
You can say, but you're not supposed to say
it's his problem because he wants to interact with me.
Yeah, but
and if he wants, he should learn. Stop.
Lie down on your...
Yeah, we should rise up. We should respect our nation.
Show yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking Americans. We are better.
We know better. We know 24 numbers
You
in a
should
day.
drop our
You
format.
only know 12 numbers. Stupid Americans.
Yeah, learn some more numbers. Even and it's from Sopranos as well. They have in the school. They don't have actually numbers. For example, in our country we have from 0 to 10. If you great learner, if you great at the school, you can earn 10.
Mm-hmm.
If you loser, you can earn 0. But they have I forgot the name of this word in English. They have A, B, C, D.
Letters.
Letters. You know this? They don't have. They have
A, B, C,
yeah,
D,
A.
F.
It's high.
Even maybe two.
Score.
A plus, A minus.
Yeah, A plus, A minus.
Minus.
So
Minus.
they don't know numbers.
They aren't so articulate as we. Actually, I let it be. Okay, so we are not the same. It's okay, I think.
Yes.
So there are some things to learn from them, and maybe we can adopt something, or actually they can do such things. I think that actually they do, because there are so many migrants from post-Soviet Union, so I don't think that they don't understand completely what is going on.
Of course, and in opposite, in our countries, a lot of guys from USA, from Europe, I met them, I had a conversation with them, and of course, if they live in our country, for example, they have to adapt, and it's just jokes, of course.
Yeah.
And
so,
it is interesting to learn new stuff, to understand new formats, but not if you're talking about
what form? What do you hate most? And I don't understand or such.
feet and kilograms. If you're talking about weight,
not metrics.
mathematics system.
What is British or something? I don't know.
British and in America it's
British and Canada as well.
Yeah. USA, British format
Mexico.
of the shit. Pounds, meters, feet. 1 meter, it's about 3.3, I guess, feet. It's 1 meter.
Fahrenheit.
So, Fahrenheit. Oh, wait, what is it?
What the heck?
200 and something. It's about temperature.
Yeah. So it's kind of.
Zero,
it's weird
zero
numbers.
in Celsius, it's about 273.
I don't know how they
Fahrenheit.
calculate this. How they calculate what temperature is for.
I guess
the
easy.
Melting oil. Maybe I don't know.
I guess it's easy for them because they know it's from childhood. Yeah, it's okay for them, but it's
they know that
that
90 degrees in Fahrenheit it's hot, maybe not so hot, because it's maybe 25 in Celsius. I'm not.
I know
not
that.
I'm not sure.
I know one exactly from my school, from Physics.
Physics.
That 270. I know this, but I don't know how to say it. 0 in Celsius, it's equal to 273 in Fahrenheit. 273. 0, 273. Yeah. And so, after that, I can. So yeah, I guess after that, it's the same. So 0 in Celsius equal to and after that it's the same. So minus 10 Celsius equal 63 Fahrenheit. I guess something like that. So plus 20 in Celsius it's equal if my school teacher of physics, if you see that, tell me, because I guess I'm right.
I'm sure that you are wrong.
Yes?
Unfortunately.
Okay.
Because they have some...
Introduce your theory.
My theory.
Yeah.
I think they have to do some other calculations. It's not even just a match between 0 Celsius and 273 Fahrenheit, but actually additional calculation required. I don't know what, because I think that they have some additional calculations.
Yeah, there is some kind of I'm totally wrong.
It's okay. It's not about
Yeah, but
physics.
there is something for some reason I know this, and it's physics. It's I guess it's maybe not about temperature, but treated 32
Great accent.
equal to.
Did you notice that when you learned enough level, when you upgraded your level of English, you can talk Russian in English manner?
You saw this.
It's a great skill.
Okay. Whoa. I know this. So 0. You can see.
It's even the divide. It's divide.
There is no. It's not Fahrenheit. It's Kelvin.
It's Kelvin. Yeah. I totally forgot about it. It's absolute 0 temperature.
It's about замерзание воды in Kelvin. So okay. 32 Fahrenheit equal to 0.
So I think this
1 Fahrenheit. Sorry, it's about half. And
do your stuff. Yeah.
It's about half, and so there is some kind of.
Okay.
No,
yeah,
0
sounds good.
0.556, some kind of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
How? Yeah.
So I think
it's useful show.
I think that there will be some desire to get to this kind of show from other people, because you can say anything without consequences.
Yes.
And have fun. Because
in English?
Because your other podcasts, they kind of, I'm tough, I'm gonna say what I've learned and what I can do, what I did.
But my goal is to create some kind of atmosphere. Yeah, it's because I'm relaxed right now. Yeah, it's fun, and I want to create some kind of stuff with my other guests.
Okay.
It's
cool.
I guess it's it wasn't because of my experience, I guess, because I'm newbie at it, and I'm thinking a lot about all the stuff. Yeah.
Do you remember this anecdote about thinking?
No. Can you tell it in English?
When a ship, calls a coast guard, and they say, "We're thinking." What are you thinking? Yeah, sorry, we're thinking. Sorry, we're thinking. Sorry, what are you thinking about?
Yeah, I got it. Yes.
It's
Think.
yeah.
Тонуть
It's
и думать.
it's
Think,
about
yeah.
how to pronounce words
Yeah,
correctly
wordplay.
when you think.
Think. Yeah.
And
My
think.
tutor, one of my tutor in the past told me that you can, if you want to learn the right pronounce of the th, at the start you can pronounce it even like f, thinking, and after that you move into a s, and it's between something between f and s,
Okay.
thinking.
Okay.
Mouse
It was a short tutor. Tutoring.
Yes.
Okay, can you show this and explain this stuff that you
Yes.
were you was?
I guess it will be on the screensaver.
Okay.
Show.
It's a total kind of it's a visualization. It's a graphics of this.
You can
talk
see
show.
in the camera as well, and we
Oh
Yes.
my!
snapshot. So it's
I feel like this one.
so
I feel like this one. I think around the glass.
I chose this one. Okay, so this is a picture from my friend Yulia. Thank you. Say hello to Yulia but she will not see this. I
She will
guess.
appreciate it.
But she doesn't know English from her words, so I'm not sure that she will watch this
Okay.
episode.
So we will add Russian subtitles.
Yes, it's another challenge. I hope we create Russian subtitles or even translate. How to say озвучка in English? Yeah, and maybe we do even this in future.
Using AI.
Maybe. Yeah.
Actually, we speak
Not
Russian.
AI. I am translated and translate myself, you, and speaking into the record. All the stuff. So it was a story. It was my story. And I used to create some kind of joke about this story and told this joke from the stage. And friend of mine, Yulia, stand-up comedian as well. Is some feminitives in English? Comedianessa.
It's a good question. I don't know. We should Google it. People,
Okay.
say in
people.
the comments, please.
So stand-up comedian, the friend of mine, Yulia, stand-up comedian, heard this, and they have a hobby to create pictures. This funny, some kind of not professional, funny pictures, and they write this according to my story. This picture. So it was a story when I went to the restaurant with my family, with my mother, with my sister, and with my nephew. We were we were in the restaurant, and it was fancy restaurant, Rubrique actually in Minsk, and my sister and of course my mother, they don't usually visit places like this one, so for them it was a new experience, and I like to do that, and it was my birthday or my mother's birthday, so it was like a great date and it was a great opportunity to go to this place, like this. And my sister usually and mother, okay, what we should do this, they behave like, I'm not comfortable here. But my sister was like, okay, what should I request? But and her request was, it was totally unexpected for me, is that she knows cocktail. It's called PornStar, and her request was, okay, one PornStar for me and markers for my daughter. So it's totally blown up me, because it was really, it wasn't like, okay, what should I request? It was like, okay, one PornStar for me, yeah, and for my daughter, some kind of, they want to do something, yeah.
She was kind of totally aware of
Yes.
what she's doing.
Yes, and after she explains me that she knows this cocktail from someone Instagram, and that it's really tasty. This cocktail PornStar, it's actually champagne and I guess gin and some fruits in it, and it's a really popular cocktail.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
And for me, it was funny picture when my nephew draw something with pencil and with paper, and my sister with PornStar cocktail.
Did you laugh out loud?
Maybe, but
Because I would kind of I would have some roar kind of.
yeah. Maybe.
Oh my god!
Of course,
it's totally unexpected.
Of course, it's kind of my. Maybe it wasn't at the same time, so maybe it was. But for joke in Russian, especially, it sounds great, because I combine all these facts in one and create some kind of joke. Yeah. So and for me it was surprise as well, visualization of my joke. When I see this picture, because she didn't tell me about this plan. Yeah. So just for me it was like, wow, what is it? Yeah. And nice. It was my New Year
it's
gift from her.
It's so bright, actually. So it's so unusual.
And I have and I have I asked her about the picture for my phone for my podcast. But she created this, and she told me, oh, I guess it will be too how to say, too
unexpected.
It's not the fit for your podcast, I guess. Maybe for YouTube.
Not suitable.
Because it's too maybe it's offensive stuff, Maybe
it's oh, come on, there is such a word as porn. It's actually 18 plus already.
Yes. Sorry, kids.
You won't have monetization for this video.
Oh no! What should you do? It's with some 100 views. Wow. Yeah, I like it. It's really great. Because in general
this kind of format.
Yeah, because I guess I see actually, how we relaxed.
Yeah, it's because we laugh a lot.
Yeah.
So I cannot laugh when I'm not relaxed. I'm gonna.
Yes.
What are you laughing at, motherfucker?
And usually if you're talking about my previous episodes, it's new people, all new stuff, and you need time to relax. Yeah. And usually you don't have, and usually it's about info, but.
I actually from the beginning I started to think what I'm gonna say, then I just
what kind of topic stopping, or we don't start before we set up an agenda.
I'm not hearing you. I'm here to say what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna be smart, good-looking guy with a plan for the future. So my family will be proud of me. So such kind of word. Oh, PornStar. So nice picture.
It reels. You are in reels and in shorts and in TikTok. Amazing. Unfucking believable.
Yeah, wow. I love to hear some kind of talk shows in English. So when people relax, they have fun. This kind of American evening nights with kind of urgent, but in English,
Yeah,
so
late night shows.
So people so tough come there and they laugh at all.
Yeah, you remember we liked to see not USA late night, but British late night when we when we were working at Bern.
You actually remembered?
Yeah, do you
Wow,
remember?
yeah, totally.
It was unbelievable, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's in a different format from the USA talking show.
Totally.
Because one host and a lot of guests.
Yeah, and they can meet each other first time, and they whoa, nice dress, oh, nice costume, oh, I saw you in the movie last time.
Yeah,
it took. Sorry, I'm not supposed to speak Russian here.
Sorry, we're Russians.
Belarusian, sorry. Okay.
Cancelled.
So yeah, so it was so unexpected format, and the host so nice, and
Yeah,
actually
usually so great atmosphere, so relaxed, so yeah.
they laugh at each of them, so laugh at each other.
Of course, it's shitty content. Yeah, it's kind of.
It's
but
just relax
just
and
for
have
fun,
fun, and have them. So it's kind of an interesting way to find out that other actors, singers, artists, they are human beings. They laugh. They do stupid things. They actually find out what stupid things they did in the past.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about that. It's not so popular maybe because, for example, I didn't see it a lot of for a while.
Actually, I remember we saw it in.
2018, I guess.
Yeah. So I think that
5 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
a guy who translated
Jim Norton. Yeah.
Jim Norton. Jim
yeah.
Norton. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jim Norton show. Yeah. It's. There are not so many of them. Maybe COVID did some stuff. Maybe I don't know. Actually, yeah, I remember that there are some shows in the COVID, and they did really awful thing. They separated. There was a host on a chair. There were guests on the
Sofa.
sofa.
Yeah.
Sofa. Okay, and they separated guests on the chairs and made some distance, and it was not so interesting because they kind of there was no interact because I think there's some guys who they interact, they touch each other, they clap, they can touch them hands and do stupid things. Will Smith every time he make jokes and so it's totally not that show that we used to see.
And but I guess they should come back after the pandemic, maybe.
Actually, I had plans to watch it someday, maybe with my wife.
And another interesting thing that we can see that there are bubbles, so information bubbles, for example, on YouTube. But for example, you can be in the bubble of the Russian-speaking content. You can see, I don't know, comedian stuff. For example, from the Russia, from the Moscow, TNT, I don't know. You can see, for example, like me, English stuff, for example, about self-development. Or you can see, for example, late night shows from the USA, Jimmy Fallon, Keenan, etc. And I used to, sometimes I can see that. Conan show, late night, Conan O'Brien, but there is no in this bubble this show, for example. So Jim Norton show, but it's also in English. It's also a late night show, but
it's good. Yeah, I understand.
It seems like it's another bubble for example, from the British.
Yeah, I think that it's a bubble for European people who live in France, Spain, UK, for example. UK totally. I think the UK is an island and they live in their own bubble. That is, world is wonderful. We have so much great stuff from the other parts of the world that during
Queen, Big
Yeah.
Ben,
in our museums. So,
fish and chips.
yeah, so it's a great place to visit, but they actually. Well, I've never been there, so I cannot judge at least what. But I would like to visit it. This actually capital, London is the capital of Great Britain.
Yeah, I want to
the
visit,
most famous.
I want to see Ireland as well. Yeah, so all UK.
Scotland. Take a car, rent car.
Yeah.
Go through Scottish these kind of wild scenes, very rocky mountains and this kind of edge of the world where there's ocean and nothing else. This crazy wind blows your mind and blows your face.
Sounds great.
Yeah, so it's a great plan.
Great Britain.
Yeah, great. It's a great
English
Britain.
is so great. It's so amazing language to joke in it because there are a lot of wordplay in it. Because it's kind of, and I understand that when I speak in English, there are a lot of really often I see that I can some kind of joke, create a kind of a joke with wordplay because a lot of word, for example, great Britain, great. You can
play around,
and means different stuff.
Yeah.
Have a lot of words, have many meanings.
Yeah, that's English, motherfucker.
Baby. It's about 50 minutes speaking.
Yeah, it was great to talk about.
Yeah, but I understand that it's harder rather than conversation in Russian because usually
for us.
For me.
For you. Okay.
So I have, for example, for about 8 episodes of my podcast. 7 of them was in Russian, one right now in English. And 1 hour equals, I guess, 2 hours in Russian conversation for your mind.
Yeah, I feel like my mind is blowing. I mean, it's so actually. What do you think I mean, what language do you think? Do you think Russian or English right
That's
now?
interesting because, of course, it's kind of age border in your quality of language. When you can think in English and talk in English, you're kind of native speaker, and it's a dream. And if you speak... And if you think in Russian and speak English, you not so good. But right now I'm trying to understand, and I hope, I guess, I think in English as well.
So sometimes it happens. You think something in English, and actually you have. A sentence to say in English because you learned it by heart. I mean, you already know it and you kind of in the context to say the sentences, so you just say it like you do in Russian because you don't think that much what to say, you just...
Yeah, so sometimes really words just come out from my mouth and I can say it really quick and really fast and it's unbelievable for me to think in Russian and translate it immediately to English because there is no time. And another example, when I saw, for example, something in English, for example, I know, I remember this episode of Lex Friedman podcast with Jeff Bezos, head of Amazon. And in the end of the podcast, Jeff Bezos said to Lex Friedman the phrase, Lex, thank you for long term our longevity span. And because I remember this phrase because I write this phrase into a Google Translator, translate this phrase, and it's really great for me because Jeff Bezos said to Lex in Russian, Lex, спасибо за удлинение нашего and I don't even translate into Russian correctly because there is no exactly this word. So longevity span, it's span отрезок, longevity длинность. So in Russian it's kind of время восприятия. То есть Джефф Безос сказал Лексу Фридману спасибо за удлинение нашего время восприятия. Потому что все, что делают сейчас шортсы, рилсы, они укорачивают наше восприятие, все это клиповое мышление вот отсюда. То есть это вот longevity span is the opposite word of the клиповое мышление. So yeah, and in this case, it's hard for me to translate in Russian. So in this case, I definitely think in English and think English to speak English because I know this phrase only in English. Thank you for long-term our longevity span. Yeah.
Yeah, so actually it requires some time to be in the context of that conversation in English. So they speak about one topic and they pronounce and they talk about it in different words. So you kind of, anyway, if you have the beginning level, you will figure out that this kind of sentence is the same thing that they were talking about, but it's in other perspective, and it can enrich your vocabulary and you can speak more smoothly, maybe. Yeah, because it begins from listening. Actually, you're not supposed to talk English in a year after you have begun to teach it, to learn it. Sorry. I mean that it's hard, but there is no kind of a way to.
Are you tired?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, I will finish my.
Yeah.
I mean that you're not supposed to learn language really fast. It's a long-term project, so you have to figure out. I remember me in second grade, maybe. I had to learn.
Second grade.
Second grade.
Class?
Yeah, it was school changing. I went to another school where my sister was studying. So I had to learn English. There were English classes, and they were good English classes. And I had to learn letters and how they pronounce. And right before the school, the beginning of the school, I sat down and learned these letters from the vocabulary, I think. So it was kind of old Soviet Union vocabulary, whereas the first page was letters and their pronunciations in the transcripts. So it was there. So I was there with my mother. She knows nothing about it. And thanks God, there were Russian interpret of this transcript, how to say it in Russian, so I could learn it, how to pronounce letters. So yeah, so that was the case, how to get better and how to move into our class.
And don't rush it.
Yeah. So step by step, listen. So
yeah, and for me it's as well. I remember some milestones, really important milestones in my learning English. For example, the period at 5 years ago. For example, I had an experience with my speaking club, and it was about 3 months. Yeah, and I really remember that it was a really great nap, snap.
Span?
Span,
of the time? Okay.
Where I improved my English, and it was a great period to. It was visible, yeah. My progress, yeah. So
yeah,
it was
a
fast progress in the short time, yeah. But
totally.
of course, I used to learn English almost all my life, yeah.
Yeah,
Childhood in school.
It's so
in
annoying
university,
actually.
Yeah.
Don't you feel so?
But it was without goal, yeah. And immediately when I set up a clear goal for myself, I want to work in IT sphere.
I want to speak English in
I
IT
want to
sphere.
speak English, and I need to speak English, so yeah. And it took about half a year to really rush my level of English and to really improve my English from level where I can't speak English to level when I can speak English, and yeah.
Cool.
And maybe it's not only about exactly your level. It's about the decision where you say to yourself, I can speak English, but you can say to yourself, I can speak English, and start to speak, and after time you can speak.
Yeah, I remember this period of time that you made a huge progress. That actually you were kind of insane motivation. I have to learn. Let's talk about how was your day. Talk about on the kitchen.
Yeah, it was on our previous job.
It was not really previous job, but it was when we switched the job and had some time when we lived together in the same apartment.
And you had higher level of English rather than me. But.
So it was really interesting to watch how you make progress. So it was really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And it was more about real decision to speak.
Yeah.
So I have to speak, and I'm starting to speak right now. No matter how many words I know.
Thanks guys. We there are so many tools that you figure out somehow. I didn't know that there are actually some kind of applications to talk about to speak with other people from other countries, from Turkey, Iran, from Indonesia,
all these countries,
Thailand, without so this India, they speak English also. So you talk, and you actually you talk. I think at least 3 hours a day, maybe. Don't you think so?
Maybe some days.
From the beginning. I mean,
I guess
you started.
Yeah, I wanted to say that, but it was about 1 hour per day.
So you listened a lot. I remember.
It's exactly.
You listen podcasts.
Jargon Experience podcast, for example. A lot. I decided to switch my YouTube into English. I listen a lot. Yes. And that's why I have a huge vocabulary, and that's why I can speak. There is difference between fluent and native levels. Some time ago, for me it will be it was the similar, but now I speak English fluent, but with errors. So I'm not native. Fluent when you can speak fluent. We can even speak without pauses, because I can. If, for example, I don't remember some word, I can change some words in my mind immediately and rebuild a whole sentence to another word and speak something. And my pauses looks like like a native, looks fluent. So my pauses really the same in Russian, the same in English. So so I don't need the time to remember how to say it in English.
So actually, don't you think that you have these kind of pauses in Russian too?
Yes, this is exactly
You
what-
don't,
what-
and you completely forget how to say this Russian word to express yourself right here. It's so suitable, but I cannot remember.
Yeah,
this.
and
So it's so similar.
yes, it's exactly what I said.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. So yes, and sometimes you just need the time to think.
Uh-huh.
You need the time to breathe in and out in Russian and English. So yeah, and it's called fluent when you speak fluent in language, Russian, English, Spanish, no matter which language. When you pauses, what's the right word for this? When you pauses, natural. When you speak natural, so you don't need the time to remember something. Naturally. Okay, yeah. No rich, yeah. Naturally. Yes. So, and that's great. Yeah. But at the same time, I want to learn English. I guess it's about whole life. Because again, right now I watch the Sopranos series, and I want to watch it comfortable without subtitles, but I don't understand
Russian.
a lot
I
watch it into English with Russian subtitles.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but there are a lot of sentences, a lot of idioms, and they speak fast. They speak with accent, and I can't understand.
So yeah, I
without
totally agree.
subtitles.
So you kind of you are trying to see the context of the movie. Okay, you see the context that they have a kind of conversation. They argue to each other, and then you see some phrases that can help them to express themselves, and you don't understand. You see it in Russian, so it kind of maybe there are some possibilities that you actually remember this kind of sentence when the time will come and you will say it. But I don't think that it will work because you make it easy for your mind to I know it how to say it in Russian, but it's a mapping for this English. So I would expect for me to remember this kind of context of the movie and the phrase that I understand what they say, but I am not completely understand what they're saying. Kind of so kind of a context that kind of hits to my mind, and I try to remember what this. I see the context in my real life, and then I remember, this kind of word would it be suitable or not, and you're trying to figure out. So it's kind of interesting way how we remember things.
Yes,
because you remember Russian.
You have to have context. Yeah, you have to have this mental connection with situation and words exactly.
Yeah, but because that is why this English word come up, because I don't know Russian. The Russian equivalent to this English word. So, but if I have this Russian equivalent, then Russian equivalent will come up.
Maybe right. Yeah, yes, I guess I didn't try it because it's hard. I tried once maybe I guess there is another method to learn English. You can watch the same movie only English, and you accept that, okay, I don't understand half of the words.
The latest Batman.
Maybe. So, do you understand me? So, okay,
totally.
Let's see this movie without subtitles, Russian, English, just in English.
Yeah, I want to suffer.
Yeah,
completely.
And maybe you can make a decision to not suffer.
Yeah.
And just see. Okay, let's relax and understand what you understand. And just see. Okay, but your mind won't understand every word, and it's hard. So in this case, when I see movie in English with Russian subtitles, it's useful for me because sometimes I can see the movie. I can see what they say. I can hear what they say, and I can see how it translates. For example, I've already learned some new phrases. For example, the phrase "I'm okay, I'm good." When someone asks you, "Stas, do you want another cup of coffee?"
I'm okay.
In Russian,
I'm good.
Yeah, but in Russian we usually say "Я не хочу." I don't. No, I don't. No, thank you.
I'm full.
Yeah, but in English you can say "I'm okay," and it translated in my mind when I without context when I see the phrase "I'm okay," I will translate it я хорошо, мне хорошо, I'm good, I'm все ок, I'm okay, все ок. But you can hear the phrase "I'm okay" and you see Russian subtitles "я не хочу," and you learn. So yeah, in this context. You can say in the restaurant in Europe.
It helps, yeah.
Yeah, for example, when I will be in Paris and the waiter comes to me and say something. Do you want some water? Do you want to some another stuff? I can say thank you. I'm good. Okay. Yeah, and some phrases, for example, unfucking believable.
Yeah,
and there is a lot of phrases that there is no translation into Russian in the exact words, but right now, as you can see, I don't remember. So I watched for about one season in English, so I watched a lot, but what I can remember right now, a few phrases.
So we talk about how you listen, watch movies, etc. So what do you do when you have to write message, have some conversation written in
there are a lot of
in
methods.
chats?
Yeah.
So
It's
what
required.
do you cheat a little bit?
Yeah, of course. My day job is sales manager. I am sales manager, so I have a lot of conversation with the clients from USA, from Europe, and especially if it's conversation via email. So I have a lot of tools so I have a lot of levels to write message in English. First level, for example, it's when it's not so important. So I can write just in English. Now, thank you for the stuff. Please send me this email. Please send me this document, and just send it.
So you have kind of a template how to answer this kind of.
No.
request.
If it's the first level, immediately from my head.
Okay.
So, like in Russian, just answer without any complaints. So
I mean, a template in your head. Okay.
yeah, in my head. Yeah, yes. Next level when right now I don't use this kind of. Recently I can maybe 1 year ago I could write something in Russian in Google Translator, translate into English. After that, this English translate into Russian again a lot of times, and to understand that that's exactly the same. After that, I can move it into DeepL, another translator, and translate it sometimes into this. Past year, I do this into ChatGPT as well. So for one email, I can use 3 tools: Google Translator, DeepL Translator, ChatGPT. To one email.
Nice.
Yeah. Now I don't write some kind of stuff in Russian. So I started, when I see the email, I need to answer this email. I started to write in English. In my not so correct English. So exactly when I write, I want to answer you to write something into English, please send me this document, I will send you this document, and after we will set up a call. And so I write a mess of words word by word. So
set up a call. It's a good.
Set up a call. Yeah. So you can see, I know idioms, kind of idioms for.
Nice idea.
Different situations in my mind, because I see emails from foreigners and I see these phrases.
Yeah.
So yeah, usually I write something into English, and after that I have in ChatGPT you can create some kind of chats, and I have a chat with it's called Fluent English Rewrite. And in this chat, I copy and paste in this chat my message, and ChatGPT immediately translate into fluent or native English. So, for example, I write, "Hello, Bram. I hope you're doing well." And ChatGPT can expand this, "I hope you're doing well," into 2 sentences.
It can give you several options how to say it.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
nice.
And
You can,
I can say in Russian, "Send me this file," and ChatGPT can, "Please, would you can you send me this file? I
so
will
nice
I
of
will
you.
appreciate if you can send this file."
So nice.
Yeah, it will be so nice to
It's-
see this
it's
file
a-
from you.
It's a douche.
Yeah.
A ChatGPT, so nice person.
ChatGPT add a lot
Make
of
me
a lot
nicer.
of water, a lot of words in this. Yeah. And after that, I can say to ChatGPT, "Okay, I'm not a native speaker. Make it short." And so yeah, and usually my English routine, email routine right now looks like this. I create some kind of frame of the message, and after that, switch into ChatGPT. I can understand. I can see. I can translate all words that ChatGPT write. It's really important, because if you don't know English and you just move some words into ChatGPT and ChatGPT can translate it, and sometimes the ChatGPT changes meaning of your message.
Yeah,
it's
not smart.
Yeah, it's not okay. Yeah, so you should read it, correct something, and after you can
What
send.
a stupid boy.
Yeah.
So actually, I forgot what the second tool was. A translator, Google
Google
Translate.
says another translator, DeepL. It's called DeepL.
DeepL.
Yeah, it's for my opinion,
nice.
it's better translator rather than Google
Is
Translator.
it free?
Free? Of course, yeah.
Free
Yeah.
to pay.
Yeah.
Free of pay.
DeepL.
Okay, nice.
Free, you can download, I guess, this DeepL on your computer or your phone. You can upgrade it, yeah, but in general, you can use this. I guess if you want to translate a lot of sentences, a lot of words, more than 1,000, I guess, you need to upgrade your kind of subscription
Okay, so
to use it.
to upload.
Okay, so what is your?
I do the
routine?
same thing. I do the same thing when I communicate with people. So it's hard. It's hard for me to understand. Actually, ChatGPT helps me a lot. It's hard to understand their short letters. Let me know. I don't know.
Yeah. ADK.
ADK.
Yeah.
LMK. What does it mean? With the
Yes. The new.
What the heck is here is going on? Why are you using it? So I don't know.
And I used to learn
What-
this. I thought a few weeks ago that I know all of them.
Okay.
Sometimes I need to remember it, but in general I guess it's about that. But it was something like see you something like
End of the day.
and end of the week and the week, yeah. And for me
End of the day, start of the day. So
yeah, EOD, for me it was new.
EOD.
Yeah.
What the heck is going on?
EOU, end of the week.
So yeah, ChatGPT helps a lot with
Yeah.
this stuff. So it's it's translator from these kind of Gen Z words to
And
to
actually,
my
I know this from my friend, and he watches a lot TikTok. And I see he knows all the stuff from TikTok because he watches a lot content
my
from
colleague watched lots of
foreigners.
TikTok. Should I
It's-
ask a question?
Yeah, it depends on what kind of TikTok content on TikTok you watch, but he watches. I see English authors, English guys from USA, from Europe. And he knows a lot of, and he really fluent. He really comfortable in messaging, in conversations with foreigners, with clients, because he can be not only understandable or understand a lot, but he can be fluent. He can be like a sway with USA guys, for example, because he can not only understand these phrases, he can use them. Yeah, and it's another level.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Thank you, Igor. Thank
you,
you, Igor,
Stas.
for this conversation.
Yeah, it sounds really great. I want, and I hope we can set up, for example, the same time every week, Saturday
every week. Okay, it's a challenge.
15 p.m.
15 p.m. 9 p.m. after the morning.
9?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
3
p.m.
in the
15.
Yeah, okay. And it can be. I'm pretty sure that it can be a show. It can be watchable.
It can be something.
Yeah, it can be something.
It can grow.
Because we can be relaxed. We can be fluent. We can be.
Okay, thank you guys.
Yourself in this. So yeah, it was the first episode of our show. Igor and Stas try to speak English. Yeah, Igor and Stas try to speak English. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Please write something in the comments below this video. Please press like button, subscribe, watch, and see you guys next week.
Bye bye.